I'm all flushed running around getting this stream together tonight. Let's have a beer. Let's see if it'll calm down that flushness. You wonderful people are through the door already. Joe Biden's dentist, how we doing? How we doing? So been on the phone today to a couple of people, sorting out a couple of things. Woke up this morning, not much on. By the end of the day, we've done some phone calls and things are happening, and it's good. It's good. Daniel Bell, Spitfire Callum, Nigel Morris, all of you lovely people, 55 people into the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hazy Hayes, Janine, hello Janine, how you doing? Lee, come on in, give us a comment, where are you all? Patrick, any pickle sweet, you've seen the video, I had the lot mate, Daniel Bell, Dominic, Joe Biden says Stone the Crows. Luke says, evening guys, been a while. My apologies, hope you're all doing well. Luke, don't you worry mate, you're here tonight. You are here tonight. Dan Jansen, he's evening all. Craig, Shane, Andy Bloomer, Jess, Daniela. Wonderful, all of you wonderful people. Never doubted you, Simon. What's next? We got them Carolina Reaper Pebble things to do, haven't we, eh? What's beer won tonight? Anthony Major, hello Anthony Major, hi all, just poured Edelweiss on my blade, lovely jubbly Hazy Haze, well done. Vox, is it I think it's a beer, isn't it? I think I can't quite remember it, to be honest. There he is, looking younger than ever. Big Kev's on the jokes, Thought you would do the Easter pizza side. Stuart, I went down, wasn't there? I went down. They said I'd sold out, and that was it. Never mind. We move on. There's so much going on. Vox is from Sunderland. They've got some new stuff out. Okay. James Current is saying, can everyone hit the like button? Can we get 50 likes? People are saying we got 50 likes. Hit that like button down below. Hi, the shred. Evening on the Franciscana Perfect Draft. Oh, Nigel Morris. Perfect Draft Franciscana. You lucky person. I love it on that. Love it. Could you please... Greetings, Ruddy from... Ruddy and Rita. This would be great. Ruddy and Rita. Hello, how are you doing? Space Raider, frozen chips. When we'll get into that, Daniel Bell. Thank you. We'll get into that. You'll have to send me an email. Keep it all private. Eyes are watching. Daniel Bell. We'll get the exclusive on that now. Daniel Bell, you legend. I hope you're all good and ready for a beer. Hi guys. What trouble's going on here now? Says Alan Ben. Loads of trouble. We're having a beer. What a nice evening it would be for a beer garden. Callum, I was out sitting at that bar Friday night, and I need to stand up, otherwise I'm going to blooming fall asleep at the moment with the amount of work I'm doing. So I'm going to stand up for a while. I'm not no more falling asleep for me. I was exhausted. Mel's running around the place. She's not going to come and say hello tonight. I should give it a try sometime, Price, but it's worth it, mate. Simon, did you get to the bottom of the salad? Craig, no, it was just mad, that was. That was a mad Friday. Thank you, though. Thank you for the salad. Thank you for the chocolate cake. Greetings from Dublin. Hello from Dublin. How are you doing? Luke Rogers, hello everyone. Hope you're all well. I think I know who the collaboration will be. It's from Foster's. So you done well with that gummy bear. Janine, that was hot. Do you know, I did the sour pickle balls. 10 minutes later, did the gummy bear. 2 hours later, I went to the Chinese for my tea. Chicken balls, chow mein, curry sauce, rice and chips. Couldn't taste anything. Couldn't taste my dinner. Couldn't finish it because I was like, I can't taste anything. I couldn't taste a thing. Alan Mead, £2.29. Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Stone the Crows, get the drinks in. Alan Mead, thank you very much, Alan Mead, for that wonderful, wonderful super chat. Danny Verdot, it was good. It was all good, man. It was all good. You need to try Beak. Rick, I will. I'll try and find a Beak beer if I can. I'm enjoying this. We've nearly finished the blade, that Mazen on the blade. Nearly finished it now. So, we got 165 of you wonderful people in, nearly 170 of you wonderful people into the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Savario! Hello, Savario. How are you doing? I'm alright, mate. Oh, does it? Nah, I don't want any of that stuff. Not for me. Top of the day to you all. It's a lovely stream. Anthony Major, it's a lovely stream. Look, my blossom. Do you want to see? You might be able to see it. You might be able to see. I'm going to show you. See if I can show you. My blossom tree's about to... Yeah, there it is. Can you see? There. Our blossom tree's about to... Our cherry blossom's about to... Poof. It's about to explode into life. And spring is my absolute favourite time of year. My absolute favourite time of year. I love the spring. I love it. Everything's like whoosh, coming alive. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's it was a long one day. I know we were talking about it a lot, and I know I have talked about early spring and whatnot, but it's been a long one. That was a long winter. That was a real long winter. It really was. And I'm so pleasantly happy for the spring. So pleasantly happy for the spring. I love it. It's my favourite time. I just go out and different things are going on in the garden. Different bulbs are shooting up, and we got some tulips coming up in the garden. And it's just because I got a terrible memory. Every winter, I'm like, oh, that's it, that's the end. The garden's dead. Oh, the garden's, everything's falling down. And then in the spring, I'm like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that coming. Oh, look at that over there. Oh, and it's like a goldfish almost. Like every year, I'm like, oh, look at this stuff I completely forgot about. That's why I love the spring. Joe Biden, 80 degrees. Joe Biden, it was only a couple of weeks ago. You were snowed in. You were snowed in, Joe Biden. And now you've got 80 degrees weather. It's just bananas, isn't it, eh? Greetings from Germany. Hello, Snack 3. It's that moment when you start to transition from porters and stouts. Yeah, Dr. Sam, absolutely. Hey, Adrian Morley, a big dosser. How we doing, mate? Good evening, Simon, and the chat, Mark Drury. Leprechaun, cheers, I think that is. I think Edelweiss is the best beer on the blade, followed by the Vienna Lager. Happy days with both of them. Hazy Haze. I could live on that Edelweiss and the Vienna Lager. Oh, that is just perfect beer on the blade. And I hope there's a lot of it. Ohio weather changes quickly. Yeah, it is. Someone in Southampton and Portsmouth. Yeah, we've had a little bit of like flaky stuff going on, but nothing crazy. Yeah, a bit of sleet in Barry today. Darts and the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. What a way to spend the evening. Dan, well done, Dan. Can you greet Emmanuel and Julian? Emmanuel and Julian? Cool. Hello, how are you doing? They're from Germany. When do the beer gardens open? Isn't it the 12th? Isn't it the 12th? I think it is. Snowy here in Norfolk today. Didn't settle, thank God. It was 21 a year ago here. Insane. Mark Drury, yeah, the weather's just going, woo, just springing round all over the place. I got a funny feeling though, everyone. Got a funny feeling that this is going to be the last cold snap. Once we get through this cold snap, I think this will be the last one. Of the next 6 months, anyway. Yeah, Hazy Haze, not all pubs. The Stone Crow is international. We got 81 likes. Can we do 100 likes? Come on, 100 likes. Hit the like button down below. Come on, boom, let's do it. Let's do it. $203 people into the Stone Crow virtual pub. Hey Simon, we have snow in Saturday and now it's freezing cold temperatures. Just for a mess up with everything. Savario, my mother-in-law that lives in Italy, says the day before it was 26 degrees and now today it's 6 degrees where she is in Ferrara. She said the swing is just massive in one day. One day she's in a t-shirt, next day she's got a jumper back on. Roller coaster ride. Yo! How's it going, man? 98 likes. Come on, let's do 100 likes. Let's do that 100 likes. Smash that like button, says Joe Biden Dentures. No, he didn't. He's telling Alan Mead to get to the chopper. We've done it. 100 likes. Thank you very much. 100 likes at the Stone Crow virtual pub. Yes, we did it. CZ Rider. Hi, Si. How we doing? How we doing? 203 of you. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Evening, Simon, a Germinator. How you doing, mate? How you doing? So yeah, I'm going to polish off this. Anthony Major saying, what's for dinner? We had stew. Beef stew, which was nice. I'm in a great mood today. Joe Biden's in a good mood. Absolutely amazing. Well done. Have I had any Vibrant Forest beers? I think they're from Nottingham way. I think, yeah, I have. Yes. Have a look. Gaz, not feeling too good. Think I need another pint. Get another pint down. That'd cheer you up, Gaz. Well done, mate. Best place in Scotland you've been to, Simon? Drunken Yoda. Oh, I want to have a chat with you guys about something, and I'm not too pleased about it. Membership. YouTube join. Dalamee's got the membership. Drinking Atherwood, Twisted Knots, American IPA, 99 pence from Lidl. Great value for money. We'll be buying again. Simon, you reviewed this, your Polish pal, before, I noticed. Oh, the Lidl stuff. Yeah, the Twisted Knot stuff. Good. Hazy Haze for the £5 super chat. Big thanks to Daniel Bale for the challenges this week. Top man, contributing to the channel. Keep them coming, mate. Hazy Haze, thank you for the super chat. Daniel Bale, thank you for the challenges. We've just been smashing it this week. I had a little bit of time over Easter, so I set up Saturday afternoon, did the challenges. But I want to talk to you about something. Apparently, and if you're international, I'll be very quick with this. Anton Deck. Apparently, Anton Deck supported somebody on their, whatever they do on the television, I don't follow it. Supported somebody who was running a virtual pub. And I was like, what? Somebody is running a virtual pub somewhere. And they got all the plaudits, all the TV pleasure. And I was thinking, hang on a minute, these people need to do their research. These people really need to do their research, and they really need to look at, you know, before they start saying this person over here has been doing a virtual pub, the virtual tavern. What a load of, we're the oldest virtual pub, the longest running virtual pub since lockdown. How are they able to suggest that? Just annoyed really. Not that these people want a camper van. It didn't bother me that these people want a camper van. It didn't bother me. What bothers me is history. I want this to be historically known. I don't want, like, the TV to go, actually, it's them over there, and they haven't done their research, you know? I'd love to know, wrote to ITV. I mean, it's wrong. It's really wrong. Really wrong. Really not happy. Really not happy. I'd love for you guys to maybe tweet at ITV while we're live. So get your facts right. You need to get your facts right. It's not, you know, it doesn't overly bother me. It doesn't overly bother me. It's just a case of, you know, historically it's wrong. Historically it's wrong. That's the biggest thing that bothers me. Historically it's wrong. It's not right. Their information, their research is all wrong. It's all wrong. It's not fair that they just took it from somebody writing a letter and saying, you know, we've been going since the actual day of the situation when it all started, March 20th. The original virtual pub, yeah. It'll make sense, she said. You know, anything after too, Geordie. Just recognition for being the first to provide a virtual pub. Yeah, that's all I want. It's just you know, the proper history, not the untruth. I want the truth. Andre, yeah, maybe. Ordered some Hazy Days and Workhorse Imperial Stouts this morning from Beer Bros on your recommendation, my man. Hope it's good. Oh, Ben Harris, hope it's good. Hope it's good. Shane is in Simon's virtual pub. Brilliant. Thank you all so very much. John from Lords. John from Lords. Hey up, amazing people. How are we all? I'm alright, John. I think everyone's out. There's a lot of people in a good mood tonight. Lots of people in a good mood. Thanks for the super chat, John. Hey, everyone. Right. They can't handle the truth. John's the bastard in here. Great mood. Greetings from Poland. All the best for all of you, Simon. What have I done today? Stripped a bit of wallpaper off. In the dining room. And went to the garden centre. And phone calls. And phone calls, of course. I think there's enough of you now that I can talk about the phone call. Maybe I'll get another pint and then we'll talk about the phone call. It's a collaboration. Bish, bash, bosh. Done. Over the phone. No messing about. Let me drink this. I'll go and get a pint in the bar and I'll be back and then we'll talk about the collaboration. So can we do 150 likes? 150 likes. Big Kev, this t-shirt is about 3 years old. It's the Kingpin Polish t-shirt. It's called Lunatic. See? Lunatic. Huh. Go get a pint, we'll talk about the collaboration. Won't be a minute. 238 of you. 238 of you. 150 likes. Come on, 150 likes. Let's go. 150 likes. We got 22 likes to go. 20 likes to go. Hit that like button down below. 17 likes to go. Pink bottle in the background. It's intrigued me all year. Spox. It's Voodoo Donut. Grape Gorilla. Don't know if the exciting announcement was a collaboration. 8 likes! 8 likes! So it's by Rogue Brewing Company. 8 more likes. Come on, we got 250 of you wonderful people in. Favourite dark lager. 3 more likes. 3 more likes to go. Evening all, can't get a blade machine anywhere. Oh, do you know what, Neil? It's so frustrating. So many people want to invest in these machines. So many people want to buy these machines. They can't get hold of them. It's really annoying because, you know, if they supplied all of these wonderful people, thanks for the super chat, by the way, there'd be so much more beer out there. So much more beer. But I got some interesting chat about the beer machines coming up as well. Doing a collab with Lemonade, doing a diss track to the first virtual plug, the fake first. Loads of blades on eBay, says Matt. Right, let's talk about it. Hello Mark Veganism, how you doing? Just found the virtual pub and Dak mentioned virtual tavern. Looks dull as dishwater. Halt Matt, isn't it mad? Isn't it mad how Simon, did you catch Alan Mead's interview? You gotta do what you gotta do. Right, let's announce the collaboration. I'm gonna announce the collaboration. We had a phone call today, Glen Afric, ourselves and Glen Afric Brewing Company. We're gonna be doing a beer. And I just gotta light up. I got my computer here because I'm decorating, and it's so handy, so happily handy to have this here, because I've just got to check my email. It's on my phone. Right, I'm just going to take a guess at it. The name of the beer is called Better Days Ahead. Better Days Ahead. It's a collaboration with Glen Afric Brewery. It's going to be a hoppy, juicy, a really juicy hoppy beer. They're going all out. We won an award with our Stone the Goes. So we did a collaboration back last year with Glen Afric Brewing Company, and it won a bronze medal at the World Beer Awards. The World Beer Awards. I was like, woohoo! We've won an award. So that happened last year. We won an award at the World Beer. Is it the World Beer Cup? World Beer Cup. We had a bronze medal at the World Beer Cup. And we're going to try and follow it on with a really juicy, like pale ale type beer. Juicy pale. That's what we're going to call it. So Better Days Ahead, Juicy Pale. Just sent the link to the stream to ITV on Facebook Messenger. That would be good. That would be good, just so they get their blooming facts right. The guys from Glen Afric are great. They really are. So, yeah, it's happening. Glen Afric Brewery. It's going to be probably Brighter Days Ahead, 4.5% juicy. Craig's in! I got it right. I checked my email. I didn't have an email. It was actually on my phone, which I'm broadcasting on my phone. So I had to put my head on for a minute. Right. It's not better. It's brighter. Brighter Days Ahead. So Craig's in. Craig's in from Glen Affric. It's a 4.5% ABV juicy pale ale. Got that bit right. It's got some amazing hops in it. Amazing hops. But what we're going to be doing is so next Friday is going to be a very different live stream. Not this Friday coming, next Friday. It's going to be a very different live stream. We're going to go live at the interesting parts of the brewing process. So, boil, hop additions, that sort of thing, maybe chucking the malt in. We're going to be going live at the really interesting points of the brewing process on a Friday. So Friday afternoon, when you're all like getting ready to have a beer and what, we're going to be just coming in, quick live, going off again. Coming in, quick live, going off again. And then we'll do the main Stone Crow virtual pub at 7 o'clock in the night as per normal. So you're going to have snippets all day long of the brewing process for brighter days ahead. Brighter days ahead, juicy pale ale, 4.5% ABV, and we're going for it. We had a bronze medal at the World Beer Cup. We won a gold medal. We want a gold medal. We want a gold medal. We're going to be absolutely gunning for it. That gold medal at the World Beer Cup. So week Friday, little snippets all day long, going live all day long, and then boost the live stream is 7 o'clock as per normal. We can talk about it all night long then. Talk about the live stream. It's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. Philip James says, Glen Affric beers are awesome. Yes, I agree. Daniel Bale's off that day as well. Awesome. There we are. Daniel Bale, you got some live entertainment all day. It'll be, just make sure you come on. Just make sure you come on during the day. Keep an eye out for it. And we'll be doing the live feeds. We'll be doing little snippets of live feeds. We thought about going live the whole shebang. But there'll be a lot of downtime. And there'll be a lot of just me here. Rather than me interested, excited. It's going to be great. Luckily Simon has an excellent webcam now. John from Lords, yeah. I have a much better webcam because we're going to be doing it on StreamYard. We're going to do it on StreamYard. It's going to be good fun. Thanks, John, for the webcam. What day is it? Simon, I've just joined the chat. Week Friday. I don't know. Anybody got a calendar? My Mac's over there. Oh, I got a calendar here. I got the magic calendar. Right, it's Tuesday the 6th today. Friday's the 9th. It'll be Friday the 16th. Friday the 16th of April. And we'll be in and out all day. We'll be in and out all day doing lives all day. Simon, the GCO label is sticking out and it's annoying me. Is it? How did you know that? How did you know that? You must be able to see through my neck. There we done. There we are. We're done. We're done. Are we done? Congrats, Simon. Well deserved, mate. No adjuncts, please. Oh, no. No, Steve Harris. I very much doubt there'll be any adjuncts in this beer. This is going to be a proper juicy pale ale. No adjuncts. None of this concentrated pineapple or concentrated mango, ice cream puree. None of that in our beer. No. None of that. It's going to be full on hops. Steve Harris, proper beer. I agree, mate. Vegan friendly. I think all Glen Affric beers are vegan friendly. Right, what are the hops? Hopefully we still got Craig. Hopefully Craig's still in. Off the top of my head, from my conversation earlier, I think we got Sabro in the boil. Ah, there he is. Craig's in. Right, the malt is extra pale and torrefied oats. The hops are Citra, Cryo and Sabro Incognito. So Citra Cryo and the Sabro Incognito. And if I get it the right way round, I think the Sabro's going in the boil and the Citra's going in the dry hopping. It's either that or it's the other way round. Brilliant. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be great. Absolutely great. Loads are saying, hey up Craig, house tricks. Don't know be hanging around tomorrow. Just put the Gossa Radler in my sub. It's blooming gorgeous. Mark Drury saying, isn't Sabro the coconut scented hop? Yeah. It's going to have some kind of coconut flavours going on in there. What's my favourite food pairing with beer? Food pairing with beer? Chinese, I think. Right, Sabro and Citra boil. Citra dry hop. Yes! Sabro and Citra in the boil. And it's going to be Citra dry hopped. Yes. Happy days! Joe Biden Sledges, $5 super chat. Please consider signing up for the Lord's Brewing Co. subscription box. 12 beers for £25. What a deal. Get one today. Isn't that lovely? You got Joe Biden all the way in Ohio, in America, asking people to buy the lovely Lord's Brewing Company box set of beers for 12 beers for £25. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, Joe Biden. Really appreciate it. Barry Bigot and beer for Simon. Yeah. John likes Sabro a lot. Mark Drury is saying, that sounds immense, guys. We're going for it. We're not holding back. I reckon we're gonna try and punch and try and really get a few awards for this beer. It's just nice. You guys are gonna love it, which is probably the most important thing for me. First and foremost is that you guys are going to love it. Secondly, it's nice to get a little bit of recognition if you like brewing a really good beer. It's nice to get some kind of award. Sabro Tropical Coconut, it's a banging hop. Yeah, it really is. I'm a big fan of Sabro. It's is it a British grown hop as well? You get that kind of tropical coconut, and I think some of these newer world hops, I'm sure that some of these can be grown now in the UK, which is immense, really. We need to figure out a way to ship beers from Lord's and Better Days. Is the Sabro for bittering? So we're gonna use the Citra and the Sabro. So when you put it in the boil, that's usually for, there's some taste and there's some bittering. And then the Citra for the dry hopping is going to be immense. Absolutely immense. Lord's Brewing Company, Joe Biden's dentures. What a guy. Always blows me away how much you champion. No, it's nice. Really is nice. Matthew Higson. This is a really interesting one. Why did Barry Island IPA lose my name on the beer? I don't really know. They just rebranded it. And left me off there. It's fine. It's fine. It's you know, we did what we did. Steve Ball's in. Hello, Steve. How you doing, mate? Evening, Si. We did what we did. If some of you don't know about Barry Island IPA, we brewed the beer with Brains Brewery in 2012, doing a tiny bittering edition. Most hot side, hope will be in the whirlpool. Great. So we brewed Barry Island IPA in 2012. One of the first, because I was drinking a lot of American beer, managed to convince Brains Brewery to put a load of American hops in an IPA. And like, it was one of the first IPAs to hit South Wales. It went mental. It went absolutely mental. It went in Tesco's nationally. It went in Morrison's nationally. It was a red hot beer. It was like everywhere for a while. And I was super proud. Super proud about this beer. And then I think the world moves on. That's the probably the politest way of talking about the beer is that the world moves on. Styles change. People are interested in different things. There was a recipe change. There was a recipe change in the beer, and it was by a regional brewery, so it was never going to be a positive recipe change because they were a regional brewery, and it just kind of just slid away. It just slid away, and then they kind of tried to do a rebrand with it. They tried to do make it more funky again before this whole situation happened, and it just didn't quite happen. It didn't quite happen, but they're still great. They're still great people. The people at Brains, they're still great people. Your reaction to the sour pickleballs is the type of reaction that I want from a sour beer. I love sour beers, but wish there was an extreme version. Anyone know any? Big Kev. First of all, try my collaboration with Glenaverick, Stone the Goes. Secondly, if you want a really extreme sour beer, look no further than this. It's empty. It's an empty bottle. I remember that knocking my socks off. Completely like, woo, knocking my socks off. And it's 8% ABV. Brewery Gueuze, the Mariage Parfait. From Belgium. Incredible stuff. That's the reason. That's the reason why that bottle sits up there, because it blew my mind. It blew my mind, Big Kev. Isn't that a sad thought? Change by regional is always bad. Alan Ben. It's just the way things are. It's just the way things are. I'd say, and I'm not. Don't think I don't think I'm stepping out of turn here when I mention this, but the regionals are not run by passionate brewing people. They're run by accountants. They're run by money men. And I don't think that's going to upset the regionals. They know that. They know that. But they're run by accountants. They're run by pounds, shillings and pence. They're not run by passionate people in the brewing industry. But luckily, we got Craig in tonight from Glenaverick, one of the most passionate brewers that I've ever met in my life. John from Lords, one of the most passionate breweries and brewing companies and people I know in my life, and they just want to produce brilliant beer. These people are, yes, of course, it's a living. Of course, it's a living. Money has to come through the door. It has to. But at the same time, they're really passionate about what they do. I think I think it's when it kind of like, it gets passed down like these, they call them family brewers, don't they? They get passed down the family, and the original person who opened the brewery in the first place, because he was passionate about beer, and he made the brewery great, he's passed away. And the person who inherits this brewery maybe are not that passionate about brewing, and it all becomes like, oof, you know, how much money can we make? And, you know, do we waive this? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. There's honest profit and silly profit, says Connect Recruitment Solutions. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's, I think it's passion. I really think it's passion. If you're passionate about what you do, then brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And that's the most important thing. That's what I've learned over the years. Passion for what you do. If there's no passion, Mr. Lexus is enjoying Brains Dark. Cool. Sean. Sean. Sam K. Yeah, Fuller's still produce good beer. It's a funny one. Loads. Craig from Glenaverick, great guy. I had a long chat with him a while back, and he gave me a lot of advice and time. I'm an official Glenaverick fan now, says Lord's Brewing Company. Urban Artifact have some great sour beers. Cincinnati, Ohio. Thora the Red Queen Berry Batch, 4.9%. Groot by Hopping Brewsters. Curled my socks off. Buddy Weiser, well then. Right, let's do it then. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Where are you from? There we are, Craig's still in. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Comment. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Let's go. Craig saying it was great to have a chat with a fellow brewer. The Stone Crow's building such a cool community. Cornwall, Caldecott, Neath, Watford, Wigan, Norfolk, Swansea, Barry, Stockholm, Tom's Drinking Brew York, Port Talbot, Huddersfield, Cardiff, Derry, Foster's in Brentford. Enjoy, Daniela. County Armagh, Hereford, Newport, Barry Island, Birmingham, York, Cleveland, Nuneaton, Brewdog, Chepstow, Brentford, having a Foster's, Greenock in Scotland, Bradford, Snowy Edinburgh. Wow, Snowy Edinburgh. Merseyside, Bournemouth, Rosendale. Glenaverick Tar Typhoon is a lovely sour. I'm a Birkenhead. I'll get that in a bit. Hereford, Newcastle, Peterborough, Wirral, Shropshire, Utah, America. Woohoo! Leeuwarden, Netherlands, La Trappe. Steenbrew, Crystal Palace, Emsworth, Doomba, Sicily in Italy. Oh, lovely. Oh, yes. I bet it's nice and warm there. Staines, Cambridge, Redcar, Liverpool, says Janine. Prost and greetings from Germany, says Mitch. Amazing. 250, 260 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Brannock, Bracknell even. Bracknell, hop, vocation, hop, skip and juice. Yeah, brilliant. Deal in Kent. We got people from all over tonight. All over. Neverland. Yes, Simon, let's go, says Callum Booth. We got people from all over the place tonight. Portsmouth. Pozzano. Delino. Mixed bag tonight. Love it, says Calvin Phillips. Cool. How you doing, Calvin? How you doing, mate? 263 people, 201 likes. We got Torquay. Brilliant. Up the Chorley. Americans love the Stone Crow. I think I'm from the South Pole. Evening, everyone. Beck's Gold on the Perfect Draft. Texas, America. Anthony Major. I'll jump back in the chat later on Baby Judy right now. Craig, enjoy, mate. Enjoy, Craig. Thanks very much for joining. Looking forward to having a few beers with you, Craig, after this situation has ended. Vocation Cherry Kirsch. 4 degrees Celsius here in Finland. Hey, buddy, it's not that different here, mate. It's probably about 4 degrees here in South Wales. Northern Ireland. Spaniard here. Cheers. Hello, Dave. Well, I used to spend all my time years ago as a kid growing up, spending time going around Spain on holiday. I love Spain. Oh, I love Spain. Beautiful country. Beautiful. Hot. Beautiful weather. Lovely food. Oh, yeah. Joe Biden's thinking of moving to Texas. Can you review the dark fruit taupe on the Krups? I'm not a cider fan. Maybe Mel can do it, or my daughter. James, evening Simon. I caught the end of Friday's stream. Looks like you had a good night. You were falling asleep. The cold sounds like it's a lot better. James, yeah, just battled on. Just battled on. So James has covered the fact that I fell asleep on Friday night. I was full up with a cold. I was tired. I've been bashing. I've been working my... I've never worked. I've told you all before. In this moment in time, I've never worked as hard. In my life, I've never worked as hard as I'm working right now. And I had a couple of comments on my Saturday morning video saying, you were a disgrace last night, you fell asleep and blah, blah, blah. And you wonder, don't you? You wonder, like... You wonder what people... It's almost as if, like, you know, I turn the stream off at 10 o'clock and I sit around in a chair waiting for Friday night to happen. You know? It's like, oh, Tuesday's done. Let's sit in a chair till Friday and do nothing. You know, it's mad how people's perceptions, how they think, like, you know, I had a really, the longest 2 weeks of my life ended on Friday. I just done so much work on the house and so much work on the YouTube channel. I'm always falling asleep on the job. Don't fret, says Steve. Tenant Super. Oof, that'd be a big one. Love the SpongeBob t-shirt, says Tony Green. Zula being in Caldecott, definitely recommended mixed IPAs and lagers. Mate, don't worry about it. I have fallen asleep many a time at the pub. Luke Richards, it just happens, I think. I don't, Sam said, I don't get why people feel the need to comment like that. How do they know what's going on in people's lives? Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. But have I heard that Thomas Kupira has stopped making beer videos? Yeah. I'm Zabix in Poland. First of all, Zabix, I'm wearing a Kingpin t-shirt, Polish t-shirt tonight. Big fan of Poland. I would consider myself a good friend of Thomas Kupira. And, oh, yes, he is. Oh.
I need the sick ball.
Oh, Mel needs a sick ball.
Where is
over
it?
here.
Not to be sick in though, but this, I think this is in every household in the UK.
Gotta be.
It's also the mixer bowl. The bowl you use everything to clean all the windows with.
When the dog
to be sick in.
When the dog messes on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, it's disgusting.
No. We use the bucket for that, don't we?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Don't we?
Yeah. And then we make cakes.
Yeah. Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah, it goes in the dishwasher.
So apparently my thing's loud because I haven't filled it high enough.
Oh, good. Thank goodness for that. Simon, I love how the comment was from someone with the account name Joe. Well, like they made an account to say. I think actually the comment disappeared when I replied, and I replied how I'm replying right now, that I've never worked harder in my life type of thing. And the comment disappeared. They took it away. Which fair enough. Andre, we're also proud of you. Yeah, thank you very much, Andre. I'm not eating from that bowl. When I get down to Valley, says Hazy Hayes, we'll make Yorkshire puddings. Oh, blimey. Hello, Simon. Good evening from Bangor in North Wales. Hello, Jake. How you doing, mate? How you doing? Hannah Brown, no. You watched the stream, Hannah Brown, on Friday, and you probably remember me drinking beer, not smoking stuff. Simon, I hope we didn't offend you by mentioning that. You are a trooper. We love you. James Dawkins. No, James. Absolutely not. It's just, I know you guys got my back. I know you guys got my back. And once a year, falling asleep once a year in the pub, I think, you know, I feel that relaxed around you guys now. I really do feel that relaxed. So I just went to sleep for a little. Mel was there covering it. Mark, veganism. My cousin fell asleep in the pub. We picked him up and drove him to the pub down the road. When he woke up, he was so confused. Yeah. Ooh, I'm in a different pub. Andre, just an idea. What if you opened your virtual pub as a location on Untapped so we can all check in and share what we're drinking? Andre, that's quite an intriguing idea. Would I have to put my address up then, though? And then we might have people knocking the door or sending chocolate cake. Oh, yes, we always make our cake batter in the puke bowl. Yuri. Oh, it's just a plastic bowl. It goes in a dishwasher. It goes in a dishwasher. It all gets cleaned up. Simon is our general. We follow his orders while you follow Mel. But yeah. Joe Biden. Evening all. How you doing, Si? Lovely to see you. Still doing that fighting and running training thing. I see you around Barry looking fresh. Niraj, thank you very much. I haven't been out for a while. I've been like just here, just working. All will be revealed. Oh, I promise you, all will be revealed. What am I drinking tonight? Says Kev Osborne. I'm drinking a Marzen. Mark Jones Gibbons says there's always one negative so-and-so, mate. Most people would just be sat on their sofa laughing that you dozed off. Yeah. Salad and 7-Up with a chocolate cake for dessert, says Spitfire Callum. Yeah, that was a funny thing, wasn't it? Francis, evening Simon, I think I've missed the collaboration reveal. Francis, we're doing a collaboration with Glen Averick Brewery. We're going to be doing snippets on a week Friday. Did we see the 14th or the 16th? A week Friday. And we're going to be going live throughout the day on the Brewing Day. It's going to be great. It's going to be really great. Did you say you had a bit of news about the Blade? Luke Richards, did I say I have news? I got a Lagunitas coming. I got a Lagunitas for the Blade to come. So tempted with a Pine 365. Been watching your vids again today, says Matt Williams. Matt, if you drink loads of pulled beer, you know, cask beer, get yourself a Pint 365. Honestly, mate, go for it. Sorry, I need your help. Yeah. Yes, I ordered the Lagunitas on stream. It's coming Friday. Oh, that was it. I had beer machine news. That was it. I have got beer machine news. Fantastic news. Hopefully you guys can release it in Lidl's for the beer festivals they do. Right. Here's the news. Well, I tried the Tennant's keg on the perfect draft. I don't think I drink it. I gave that one a big, wide berth. I'm not being snobby, but I just don't think that I would really drink Tennant's. I don't know. It's a funny one, isn't it? Because it would probably, like, loads of people want to watch it. But then I got 6 litres of Tennent's left after that I've got to drink. And I'm going to be honest right now, and I hope you don't think I'm being a beer snob here, but I would struggle with six litres of Tennent's. I really would. I really would. So I gave the thing a wide berth. I gave it a wide berth. So, beer machine news. Matt Williams, yeah. It might do. It might do. Tennent's isn't that bad fresh. Yeah, I just never got round to it. I probably will. Simon, have you heard of the new American Pale Ale from Lord's Brewing Co. called Ban One? Being released later this month. I'm sure Joe Biden's dentures. I'm sure that John is going to send me a can of that down. I'm sure of it. And I'll get it reviewed. I'll get it done on the channel. But I'm looking forward to that American Pale Ale. I've had enough of that now. I really have had enough of that now. Thanks, Joe, for the super chat. Right. Beer machine, message, news, thing going on. Krups versus Blade versus Perfect Draft versus Pygmy, Brewfit Pygmy machine. So, I had a lovely email from the Brewfit team. And they said to me, you want to be using your machine a little bit more? And I said, yeah, that'd be nice. And they said, we're going to get you a keg sent down. Will you do a versus battle versus the Blade, the Perfect Draft, and the Krups? And I went outside, I had a look at all my kegs, and I was like, I got a keg of that, keg of that, keg of that, keg of that. Right. So they're sending me a keg of beer, and I'm going to be doing a video. A four-way versus battle. Brewfit Pygmy versus Perfect Draft versus Blade versus Krups. That's the news, and that should be happening. I think, yeah, I can normally live with it. I can normally live with it, but then it was just like, oh, I've had enough now. I've had enough. KCJ Bomber, $10 super chat. We got a $10 super chat from KCJ Bomber. I went on a great date last night for the first time in years. Cheers. Oh, KCJ Bomber went on a date. I hope it went really well, my friend. I hope it went really well. Well done. Well done. Right. Time for a beer. Toilet break. Need a pee and a beer. Back in 2 minutes. Oh, before I go, while I go, can we do 250 likes? Hit the like button down below for 250 likes. We got 18 likes to go. If you can do that, I'll get a beer, have a pee, and hopefully we got 250 likes when I come back. We can get cans of Foster's in Northern Ireland. Okay. Oh, we did it! 263 people tuned in. Even like the live stream. Amazing. Thank you very much. We got 228 people tuned in. Right. Okay. So what was I going to say? Joe Biden. Is Joe Biden still here? Hello, Leah Miles. I can see John speaking to you, so you've joined. Hello, Leah. Joe Biden. Remember a while ago, you used to keep the beer count? Can you keep the beer count going? Because I just forget now. I wake up in the morning like that. Oh, how many beers did I have last night? This is beer number 3. This is beer number 3. Joe Biden's in. Can you keep count like you used to do of the beers? Just so I know. Because I wake up and I'm like, oh, how many did I have last night? Oh. And I just like to know. Because I'm sure it's becoming less. I'm drinking less. And my hangovers are getting worse. Lovely. 242 people tuned in. Didn't realise you were watching. I have said hello. Pezzy P. Leah Miles, how you doing, Leah? Are the beer machines worth it? I was considering getting a Philips Perfect Draft, but not sure I can justify the money for a machine that might stop producing at some point. Campbell D, there's no way. There's no way they're going to stop producing that machine. They are one of the most sought after things in the UK. So Campbell D, even if you wanted one, Campbell D, you probably couldn't find one because everybody wants these machines. It's a strange evolution. It is a strange evolution of drinking because it's like the internet is pumped straight into your home. It's like keg beer from the pub pumped straight to your home. Pumped straight to your home. And the more people who invest in this system, the cheap, I'm pretty sure of it. I'm sure the kegs are going to come down in price, and I'm sure, people they're going to be taking the kegs everywhere. Hi, Simon. Oh, Jane Irwin! Jane! Thanks for reviewing the Baconator. I sent through the vid to my family and said, I'm famous. Cheers. Jane Irwin, thank you. Thank you. They came Saturday morning. They're all alive. 2 months late. 2 months late. It was like, whoa. What happened there? I'm going to get back to it in a moment because I'm going to miss a super chat. Would you ever have a beer tender where you can have 5 litres of beer in kegs instead of the Perfect Draft? Well, like buying kegs, like the kegs in the supermarket. I quite like the idea of, baking it at Joe Biden. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Nicholas. But I quite like the idea of nipping around my local shop. A specialised thing where, you can pick up loads of different kegs and people are generally excited about them. And it's been a massive thing the last year. Beer machines have just been incredible. But I want to go back to Jane Irwin. So Jane, I got some here. I got some Cheetos jalapeno. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to eat these, Jane, if you don't mind. I'm going to eat these because I did a version of these just about a month ago. I'm going to review these, the Pringles jalapeno. I'm going to review these, the Pringles Grooves El Flamo. And we got some of the Mexican taco Takis. We got the Takis from Mexico. They're coming tomorrow. Simon the Hearst, baby back ribs, crisps were amazing. Oh, I got it all to come. Aren't you tired of the fact that hazy IPA with no bitterness at all has recently dominated the beer market? Or isn't it the case in the UK? Zabix. There is a lot of hazy IPA, but I think that's generally what people want these days. It's just what people want. Am I personally tired of it? I just drink other styles. So if I fancy something a little bit different, I'll drink a pale ale or a lager or an imperial stout or a stout or a porter, or I just generally swap things up. If I drank stout all of the time, I get a bit bored of it. So I mix my styles up. So there's a lot of hazy IPA, but that's because it's really popular and loads of people want to drink it. But if you don't want to drink it, Zabix, just get yourself a stout or a lager, or just block it out for a bit. Just block it out for a little bit and then go back into it, and you might go, ooh, actually, this is nice. What would you rate the Lowenbrow out of 10? Cameron, you need to watch my review. Watch my Lowenbrow review on the Perfect Draft and you will see. It's on YouTube, Cameron. Just put in Lowenbrow Perfect Draft. I just don't get tired of hazy IPA. I always have it in the fridge. Magnus. Yeah, I mean, everyone's different. Everyone's different. Everyone likes different beers and different styles. And, did some people that just get by on hazy IPA and imperial stout? There's just some people that get by on it. It's just what they like. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I like everything. I like sours and gurs and lambics and saison and stout and porter and IPA and hazy IPA, and just vary it. If you vary it completely, then I don't think you will ever get tired of beer. You'll never get tired of beer if you just drink everything, every single style out there. There will always be something exciting for you to try and drink and enjoy. Yes, hazy IPA is popular, but you don't have to drink it. You don't have to drink it. You can buy something else. Paul and John are having a chat in the comments. Cool. I've been drinking a lot of Pilsners recently. Joe Biden's dentures. I miss my old subcompact. I regretted it in selling it now. Hard to get a hold of one at the moment. Tom Humphries. It's just, I mean, beer machines in general, you just can't get the damn things. I'm just lucky that I kind of jumped. I jumped really early with the blade. I bought my blade a year ago. Believe it or not. Bought my blade a year ago and loved it. Just completely fell in love with the damn thing straight away. And now you can't get them. Finishing up with the baby. Once finished, I have some thoughts on this hazy fatigue. Craig, come on, Craig. Coming in with this conversation. Because Craig, you're a brewer. John's a brewer. There's so much you can drink. So many different beers that you can, you can try and enjoy. And if we talk about beer in general, beer as in the beer tree, the beer where the tentacles go everywhere. There's so many different varieties of beer. If you tried old beer from Germany. What's the old beer called from Germany? What's that style of beer called from Germany? It's like old or like general. It's I can't think of the name. It'd be like a light bulb moment when you say, when you guys comment and tell me what this is. It's like a regular alt beer. Alt beer. Boom boom. Who was that? Sturm 50 alt beer. Try an alt beer from Germany. Try a Saison, Lambic. These styles that I haven't even mentioned. These styles of beer I've not even mentioned. I don't think anyone can ever get bored of beer. I drink beer all of the time and I am not bored of it because there's so much variety. So much variety. You don't have to drink hazy IPA all of the time. John from Laws said, I love the variety of beer. You can go out and have a new beer experience nearly every time. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Heineken on the sub is unreal, says Brian. I agree. It's a very different pint, than the stuff you get in green bottles over here. Had my perfect draft for about 8 months now, and the amount of people asking me where to get one is unreal. Everybody wants one. Right. I tell you what, there's alternatives. You could buy yourself a Pygmy. Now, I was talking to Glenn Averick about the Pygmy machine earlier. I got mine from Brewfit. When I went on their website, they sent me a £600 machine. It was a £600 machine. Or John from Lords brought it down, actually. It wasn't sent. John from Lords brought it down. But it was a £600 machine. And they were advertising on their website today that they got a machine for 350 quid. They've got one now with VAT for 350. That means you can put any keg, as long as you got the Sankey. Am I right? As long as you got the Sankey attachment, you can attach it to any keg in the world. Never mind being tied to perfect drafts and blades and torps. Never mind being stuck with a particular system's kegs. You can buy a Pygmy machine from Brewfit and it'll have a Sankey coupling. If you work in the pub industry, you'll know the Sankey coupling. It's like changing a light bulb. You just put it on, give it half a turn, locks on, you've locked your keg. Now these machines you can put your keg down in your conservatory, 26 degrees, and you can pull the beer through. It's got a cooling system in the block, so when you're pulling the beer through, it comes through cold beer. That's where it's more expensive. That's where I think my machine was between £600 and £700. It was a big, quite a big thing to be sent to me. But they got one at the moment for 350, including VAT. So you could buy John from Lord's beer. You can buy Glen Averick beer. Just go on their website, ask them to send you a keg in the post. If they're willing to do that, I don't know. But you can buy any keg from any brewery from whatever country you're from. Just buy the machine and then start buying kegs. The world's your oyster. You can have a Sankey, but you can even change it to a key keg coupler, or even the American ones. Yeah, Lord's Brewing Company. I got the Sankey from yourself, but yeah, they got a key keg coupler. I got the key keg coupler out there as well. Everything comes in the box, so you can intermingle it. You can change it up, and the world's your oyster. You can buy any beer from any keg and anything in the world, that sort of thing. Simon, have you noticed on Beowulf that all the brand subs have disappeared on the list? They aren't out of stock, just they're not there anymore. I've not noticed the brand subs. No, sorry, I have to have a look. Gareth, thank you. Leah Miles, Lord's Brewing Co. Oh, to be a child again. I was gutted Neil didn't have an egg. And oh, right, they're having a chat with one another. Cameron Mitchell. Do you think old beers like Courage will be popular again in the near future? I don't think so. Cameron. Classic case, regionals. Again, classic case. I don't want to back on about this too much. But the regionals, Courage sold out. Courage were one of the biggest brewing companies in the UK by a mile at one stage. And they sold out. They sold out to, I think it was a Japanese company in the end. Then they went somewhere else, and then in the end they just disappeared. Now I think Wells and Young's own them now. Wells and Young's got bought out by Marston's. They just kind of just disappear. It just becomes a brand. It becomes it's not a place anymore. It's not let's go to Courage Brewery. Courage Brewery is gone. It's just a brand. It's just a name. So it disappears because of course if you're owned by Marston's want to sell Marston's EPA or Marston's pedigree. They don't really want to sell Courage Directors or Courage Russian Imperial Stout. They're not interested. So the same will happen. I'm pretty sure of it. Our local brewery, more or less, being bought up by Marston's. I'm pretty sure in the next 20 years, the word brains will slowly disappear off the planet. It's a sad fact. It's a terrible thing. But it's just how it is. It's life. Big guy eats little guy. Big guy eats little guy. just that's how it is. But the little guy gets to walk away with a big handful of cash and goes to the Caribbean and lays on the beach all day. And that's life. That's life. Simon, have you tried Cerveza's Vegan 360 on the Perfect Draft? No, but it sounds good. It sounds really good. Craig must be still on baby duty because I'm waiting for Craig's chat on the IPA fatigue that we were talking about just now. So maybe a silly question: can you get Imperial Stouts on the draft? Probably. You can get Triple Carmelet, which is a Belgian triple, on the Perfect Draft. And that's like 8.5%, 9%. So I can't. You know, it would be an amazing thing, wouldn't it? It would be an amazing thing if one day we could have an Imperial Stout on the Perfect Draft. That'd be pretty cool. As a fan of the Vocation Brewery, have you noticed the inconsistency in some of their brews, especially the Life and Death and the Love and Hates, are still good? Ed, yeah, I wasn't a fan of that new Tesco Vocation beer. I wasn't a fan at all. I can't, was it called, I can't remember the name of it. It just wasn't, for me, it was, I had hot burn. It was too fresh, it was like burning my throat. Big Kev, surely there must be a beer machine in the whole, surely there must be a beer machine in the whole wide world that has a temperature gauge limiter. Seems to be Simon's only complaint. I tried looking it up but can't find anything. Yeah, if they're going to sell Imperial Stouts, on the Perfect Draft, then it needs a temperature gauge. It really does. You can't be drinking Imperial Stout at 3 degrees. I'm sorry, it could be the best Imperial Stout in the world, but you won't want to be drinking that at 3 degrees. All the flavour will be gone. You'll have to kind of like cuddle it and warm it and hold it into your chest until it gets to about 7 degrees. And then you're really maximising on the flavours because you're getting more malt, hops, everything gets affected by the cold. It really does. Graham's just on the brains. Where has the gold Reverend James gone? Don't know, Graham. Don't know, mate. Hello, Jake. How you doing? Hey, man. From the top of your head, what's your favourite German Weiss beer. Oh, what? That's an amazing question. Patrick Bateman. Oh, do you know, I'd have to have a look at my videos. I'd have to have a look at my and go, that one was good. I remember that one being good. I remember one. Oh, I'm gonna say Weinstefana Vitus is probably my number one German Weiss beer. Weinstefana Vitus, number one German Weiss beer. It's incredible stuff. We need a boffin to figure out a temperature control hack and do a YouTube on it so we can copy. Dan Jordan, $10 is the most he spent on a beer. It was a blueberry sour from Cascade Brewing out of Portland, Oregon. I had a DeBell's Keg Alt beer delivered to me today on the Perfect Draft. Never tried it before though. Tom Humphreys. I would worry about spending the money on a draft machine. I feel like the novelty might wear off at some point. Nathan, it's almost like though, Nathan, it's becoming like it's amazing that I tell you what I think might have happened with the beer machines. The reason why you can't get them. It's a little bit of a worry. But I think this might be happening. I don't know, I've not read any news. It's my theory. It's my theory. And my theory is right, we got Craig in. I'll get to my theory in a moment. I had a long conversation with a big beer buyer recently, and we both felt the same. The hazy beer trend has fostered a new wave of people who only know pales and IPAs as juicy, hazy, etc. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of new people drinking these beers now. It's a little bit like, dare I say it, it's a little bit like the Hooper's Hooch crowd. Back in the 1990s, everybody at one point drank Hooper's Hooch. It's like the youngsters who don't like the taste of alcohol going, I want one of those juicy pale, what a beer, amazing beer. And of course, next thing you know, that's what I think's happened. And then they try something like a stout or a porter or a bitter, and they're like, whoa, it tastes like beer. That's what I think has happened, Craig. It's a little bit... No, I don't even mean adjuncts. I'm not even talking about adjuncts in the beer. I'm talking about in general, if you pay good money for a hazy beer, there's next to no taste of kind of alcohol. And that's what the youngsters want. They don't want to be... I remember as a kid, I never liked the taste of alcohol. Never liked the taste of alcohol. Now look at me. I was talking about beer machines. Right. Let me just finish up on this beer machines thing. Not clear, dry, bitter like old school West Coast beers that define the internal wave of craft to the point now where over the last 18 months breweries are releasing West Coast style IPAs. Yeah, I totally agree. And Roller Coaster Ride is having a crack chat with Craig McCormack here. Please assure me the Atomic Orange is a permanent brew. I love it. There we are, Roller Coaster Ride and Craig McCormack are having a chat. Right. Here's my theory. Quick theory with the beer machines. The reason why they're not in stock. You can buy in a big Tesco a Krups coffee machine. You can buy a Nescafe coffee machine in a big Tesco. I think that it's being scaled up. I think the reason why you can't buy them on online stores anymore is that it's going to be bang. One day you're going to go into a Tesco Extra, big Tesco's over here, if anybody's watching abroad, or around the world, should I say. big Tesco, big Asda, the Walmart style Asdas, big Sainsbury's, Argos, Currys, Dixons. If this is as big as what we think it may be, then I think they've just ramped up production of these things, and I think it's going to be bang. They're going to be everywhere, and everyone's going to buy them. And that's what I think, that's my theory. The reason why you can't get them on Beowulf or Beerhawk, I think it's going to be, it's going to be big electronic shops or big supermarkets are going to start stocking these beer machines. I think it's going to be ramped up massively. One of the reasons some of these people wait online early hours, and they sometimes put them on the website but instantly sell out. I see posts on the Sub, Perfect Draft and Blade pages. Yeah, maybe. Right, toilet break. I must be drinking too quickly. Back in a moment. Right, we got nearly 300 likes, 288 likes. Hit the like button down below. That was sudden. I'm back. Right, 293, 7 likes to go. 7 likes to go for 300 likes. Six likes to go. 6 likes to go. 4 likes to go. 4 likes to go for 300 likes. Hit that like button down below. I think the fear of not selling the beer drives brewers to put IPA on the branding. We've done it. Joe Biden, we did it. Get to Alan Mead's milk chopper. The defining shift has been standard pale IPA used to default mean West Coast style of beers. Yep, agree. Now standard pale ale IPA default means hazy. New England style, it's a total industry shift that won't go back. And that's from Craig McCormack at Glenafric. We're going to be brewing this collaboration. We're going to be brewing a hazy, let me rephrase that because I've had a pint. A juicy pale ale. We're going to be doing a juicy pale ale, which hasn't got the same wording or the same kind of stuff going on. But at the same time, we're launching it. We're launching this beer at a time where the pubs are opening. the beer gardens are opening, and summer's coming. Summer's coming. That's the reason why we're going for it. We are absolutely going for this. And I think your IPA Pale Ale Fatigue can wait a little bit, guys. Come on, support us with this beer. Yeah?
Green men.
Okay, good girl.
It's a plant that died.
All right.
Well, they're going to die.
Zabiks, what's your thoughts on the Thomas Kapira move again? That was it. Yeah, we were going to talk about that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I was in a hotel room with Thomas Kapira in Bristol about a year or two ago, and we're talking about fatigue here. And I went through a little bit of beer fatigue. I went through the whole I need to change up the channel a little bit. It must have been 3 years ago now. It was 3 years ago. Because then I started introducing food to the channel. I was thinking, it's a little bit flat. It needs something to push it in a different direction. There's not much traction. I felt like I was wallowing around in the mud and I wasn't getting anywhere. The moment I introduced food, it took off again. But I remember having this conversation with Thomas Kapira, the largest beer blogger in the world. The largest beer blogger in the world, with 140,000 subscribers and 1 million views a month. 1 million views a month. Sadly, recently, and this is why we're talking about it, he has retired his beer channel. He has retired his beer channel. His beer channel is no more. Even after 140,000 subscribers and over 1 million views a month. I mean, that is incredible. It's incredible that he's decided to close it down. But his passions lie in different areas. And I think if you've become successful at something, then sometimes, and we were talking about this earlier on with the breweries, where the family inherit it and then they just make it into, you know, it's not, they sell it on and they move it on and they just want the money. Thomas Kapira didn't just want the money. He's very passionate about beer, but he become passionate about something else, and he wanted to talk about that something else on YouTube, and that's the reason why he stopped what he was doing with the beer and moved on to something which he was more passionate about. But I was having this conversation with Thomas Kapira in a hotel room, saying I just can't get anywhere. I can't get any traction. Can't get any more traction on the beer. And I told him I'm going into food. I've watched a couple of things and I've seen some, and I'm interested in snacks, and I've always loved I'm going to go into food. I'm going to introduce food to the channel. And he's like, you're crazy. He said, you're crazy. Don't do that. You're crazy. And I did it. I went ahead, introduced the food. But what I did, I introduced a whole new audience to my beer. Without me, I'm not the cleverest man in the world. I promise you that. I introduced food because I was passionate about food to my channel. But what I didn't realise I was doing at the time, I was introducing people who like food to a whole new audience of my catalogue of beer reviews. And that's what kind of like jumped the channel again. And then of course the live streams jumped the channel again, and it's been electric. It really has been electric recently. It's been really, really good. But I think if I was to, you and Thomas both reviewed the beers together that I'm drinking tonight from Lidl. Big Kev, we did. That was the last time Tom Computer was here. He was in my house here, and then we went to Bristol. We went to Bristol, and we had that like chat in the hotel room where I was like, I can't get any traction. I cannot get any traction. That was the weekend. That was the weekend that he was here in the kitchen. Then we went over to Bristol, and then I said, I'm doing food. I'm going into food because I'm going to bring food. I'm going to try and do something a little bit different on the channel. But anyway, with Tomac's channel, I think what he could have done, because I'm sure them 140,000 subscribers that he had, and this was my thinking, I'm sure that they're not just interested in beer. They must have other interests. They must have, you know, everybody has to eat. That was my thinking. Everybody has to eat. Let's introduce some snacks and burgers and chili and food and crisps, and because people eat that kind of stuff. What he could have done was brought that passion he had for something else to his 140,000 subscribers. But what he chose to do was open up another channel and try and segment the beer with now I don't know for sure, but I think he went into politics. I think he opened up a channel on YouTube for politics. But again, I mean, you could quite easily talk about beer 1 minute and then politics the next. But maybe he just wanted a different kind of channel for that type of thing. Joe Biden Stentures, $5 super chat. Brian Gibson in Scotland is looking for his first IPA. Suggestions for an introduction to IPA from the patrons of the Stone Crow. Right. We got some brewers on tonight. Brian Gibson, thank you very much, Joe Biden, for the $5 super chat. We've got some brewers in tonight. Who are spending their time watching our stream. They're spending their own time watching our stream. So I want to give a massive shout out to John at Lord's Brewing Company and Craig at Glen Affric Brewery. Take a look at their websites. I'm pretty sure they've got beer subscriptions. I'm pretty sure you can buy single cans, single bottles. Have a look at their websites. Support them because they're supporting me tonight. They're watching. They're supporting me. Go to their website, Glen Affric Brewery or Lord's Brewing Company, and order some beer from these guys. Order some beer. They've got loads of IPA. So get on over. Awesome brewers. Modest too. Yeah. Get on over to Glen Affric and Lord's Brewing Company and order some of their beer. And that was for Brian Gibson in Scotland. Don't understand the character of the YouTuber. You are one of the biggest draws to your channel. You create the atmosphere. You're one of the biggest draws to your channel. You create the great atmosphere in the Instagram. Matt Williams, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The most modest, says Craig. Yeah, Liam Miles says John Shady. Paul is 100 days sober, not in a row or anything, just sober, just total. Hello Tonka, how you doing? So, it's going well. It's going well tonight. It's going really well. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying tonight. Little bit tired, gonna be honest, a little bit tired coming on. I'm doing building work. in the house, and then I'm coming onto the live stream, so I'm not 100% fresh. But again, I like to be honest. I'm always honest with you guys. I never shirk. I never hide away. But it's nice. It's nice to relax. It's nice to relax. Come here to our virtual pub and have a beer and forget about that lot out there. Forget about everything that's going on out there. Just relax and enjoy, you know. Simon Wood, there he is. Simon Wood's in. Hello, Simon Wood. John loves a wheat beer. I have come to relax. Well done, Simon Wood. I got 12 cans of Silver Spur Ultra Pale Ale from Lords arriving tomorrow, says Adrian. Cool. Here's a good one. Gareth Bunting. Do we have the links to Lords and Glenaverick to use? Right. My moderators, you're allowed to put links up. My moderators are allowed to put links up. Can one of my wonderful moderators of the channel put the links up to Lord's Brewing Company and Glenaverick Brewery's websites? Put it in the comments for people to see, and then people can go and order beer from these wonderful breweries. Can we do that, please? Can one of my moderators do that for me? Best bet is going direct from us, as it's not a big volume. Right. I tried to find a pun about carpentry, but nothing would work. Well done, Paul. Leah says, I love the interactions on the live. I'm not a beer drinker, here for the chat. And the great host, obviously. Thank you, Leah. Thank you very much. Oh, there we are. Daniel Bale. Daniel Bale has put up a live link for Glenaverick. So if you want to order some Glenaverick beer, it's right there. Order it in the chat. And I'm pretty sure Paul has put a live link up for Lord's Brewing Company. So if you want to order some beer from these wonderful people who have joined us tonight at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, Craig and John, the links here, and Daniel Bell's put up the link for Glenaverick Brewery as well. Live links. They're live, and Simon Wood's done Lord's Brewing Company. There we go. They're live links to their website. If you want to go and order some beer, crack on. Crack on. Go and order some beer. Lovely people. I've met them both. They're both lovely, lovely people. Tom Stock says, don't think about it, just buy it. Well then, Joe Biden. Buy from, you know, whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Simon Wood said he highly recommends the Lord subscription box. I'd just be jealous of you folks across the pond who can get these fantastic beers. Dan Jordan, I'm always jealous of your side of the pond where I heard about these fantastic beers. I tell you what it's called, and this is a great thing in life, a great message. The grass always seems greener on the other side. It always seems greener on the other side. Sometimes, most of the time, it's not. It's not. I think American beer. The American thinks UK beer. It's just how it is. You always want what you can't get. John from Lords is saying he's going to get himself some Glenaverick beers on Friday when he gets a bit of the old Ben Franklin's in his hand. Am I going to go to Wetherspoons when they open, Simon? Always a bit of a controversial question, that. I'll tell you a little story. I was a beer salesman for a while. One of my last jobs before I went full-time on YouTube, I was a beer salesman. And for the brewers who are watching today, they'll know this. If you ring Wetherspoons on a Monday morning at about 8-9 o'clock, you'll sell beer. You'll sell beer and they'll pay you on the day. Wetherspoons will pay you on the day. When you ask for some money, when you need your money, when the bill goes in, Wetherspoons pay you. As long as you if they order beer from you, 30 days later, Wetherspoons will pay you. I used to be a beer salesman. They were my best customer. My best customer. I love the independents. I love the independent pubs. But for whatever reason, if they don't like you, if they don't like what your message is, or if they don't like your brewery for whatever reason, could be rumour, could be whatever, then they won't buy from you. And they will never buy from you. That's what I learned as a beer salesman. I was always told when I was a beer salesman, never go to this pub and never try and sell to this pub. He will never buy from you. And because I like a challenge, because I love a challenge, I went in that pub. And I said, I'm Simon from so-and-so brewery. And the one guy said, sit down. I gave him a cup of coffee. I sat down with my brochures, my sheets and my shirt and trousers. Sat down waiting for my cup of coffee. I heard him go out to the manager at the back. There was a load of shouting. The pub was full. There was a load of shouting in the kitchen. The manager comes storming over. Sat down at my table. He got that close to my face. And he kind of like went, what are you doing in here? And I wanted to go, do you know who I am? But I never, I just went, I want to sell you some beer. And he got rather tasty. This guy he never met me in my life. Never met me, didn't know anything about me. Got rather tasty with me because I wanted to sell him some beer. And I didn't sell him any beer because he was just dead set on not buying any beer from me. Because for whatever reason, something happened 10 years ago. I don't know. It wasn't me. But anyway, Wetherspoons ain't like that. Phone them up Monday morning, 8 o'clock. They don't care. You're speaking to an assistant manager or a manager who goes down to his cellar, realises he hasn't got any beer because he sold it all on the weekend, and this guy needs beer. So you're helping him. That's how they look at it. You're helping him. You're selling beer to him. He hasn't got any beer in his cellar. You're selling beer. Job done. There's no politics. That's what I'm trying to say with Wetherspoons. So I'll always have a little bit of a soft spot for Wetherspoons. I always will. And yes, that's slightly controversial, but I've never had a bad experience. I've never had a bad beer. I've never had a bad meal. They've invested a lot of money in a crappy old building in Barry that was about to fall down, an old snooker club. Before that, it was an old theatre. And they spent £1 million on it. And now it looks the bee's knees. It looks how it was. They put all the theatre things back in and it looked like an old theatre again. Craig, let's have a look at Craig comment. They don't care as long as it fits their price brackets. Yeah, of course. I work for one of those breweries, Craig, where there was a lot of kind of like margin. There was a lot of margin for your 50 to 60 pound keg. That's where we're looking at. The 50 to 60 pound keg of beer. I work for one of those breweries that we sold 50 to 60 pound kegs of beer. But there's a limit. In South Wales, I found there was a limit to what people wanted to pay anyway. That was the problem. You could go to an independent, your Fox and Hounds or that type of place in the country. And the first thing the manager will say is how much, and that was always South Wales. That was always a big stumbling block. How much, and some breweries would only brew up to that point. They would only like, well, right, okay, we're gonna do a barrel of beer for 60 quid because nobody wants to pay any more for it. And it's a real tough kind of balancing act. It really is tough. But I think with the beer situation now, selling straight to the home with these machines or bottles and cans straight from breweries, things might be better in the future. Things might be better in terms of good quality beer straight to the home. Not being pretentious, but I consider brewing beer to be an art. Oh yeah, Joe Biden, absolutely, totally agree. Dan Jordan, and Wetherspoons is great for us US tourists on a budget in London. Sam K, Wetherspoons food is rubbish. One of my favourite pubs is a Wetherspoons though. Holloway was a cinema from the 1920s before. This is the thing, Sam K. Honestly, this building in Barry was about to fall down. It was like nobody wanted it. They paid pennies for it. They stuck £1 million into it. And now it looks like an old theatre again. How this thing was before it was about to fall into the ground. And I got a bit of a soft spot for that. The fact that this building now holds a bit of heritage still. There's no going back to normal taste. My bank balance is getting low. Headline. I'm thinking of branching out to Yorkshire when I wander across next time. Dan Jordan, yeah, you got to. If you love beer, go round the north. Liverpool, Yorkshire, Manchester. Get to all them wonderful cities. Even though Liverpool's in Lancaster and not Yorkshire, get out there. It's brilliant. Adrian saying he used to love a Bengali tiger from Wetherspoons. Callum, what beers that aren't on the perfect draft or blade that you would like to see on those machines? Callum, beer style. Let's talk beer style, shall we? We've seen a stout. We've seen a stout on the perfect draft. I'd love to see a stout on the blade. I'd love to see smaller breweries beers on the blade and the perfect draft and the Krups. If I'm honest, love to see smaller breweries beers. Oh my god, drinking a Lord's Mount Helix after a spicy curry, and it's magical. Tastes like chocolate. Well done, Simon Wood, and well done, Lords. Where to in South Wales is the best pub, Simon? South Wales. I got to say the City Arms. I'm going to say the City Arms. City Arms in Cardiff. Cross the road from the Millennium Stadium. 22 handfuls. 22 handfuls of beer. It's a Brains pub, but they serve everything there. Absolutely everything. It's brilliant. Brilliant in there. Callum is saying why there's so many Callums here. And he's never met a Callum. Across from Tiny Rebel in Cardiff to Philip James, yeah. Tiny Rebel, brilliant. The old meat house, whatever it is, like a meat exchange or something. Tiny Rebel, brilliant. City Arms. You can just literally, it's from here to here. You can literally cross a small lane. City Arms, Tiny Rebel, brilliant. Brewdog's down the road. Yeah, there's so many of these different places to go to. Philip James says Cardiff's craft beer scene is awful. It's not that bad. I think it's okay. Philip James. I like City Arms, Tiny Rebel. There's stuff going on. For me, I can jump on a train 15 minutes and I'm in the centre of Cardiff. Brilliant. Oh, I'm too piddle, says Philip James. I'd come to Cardiff, says Dan Jordan. Brewdog close too. Yeah, Leah Miles. Yeah, Brewdog are close. I like Cardiff. I like Cardiff, to have a pint. I'd like some of you blokes, if you want to come down for it. Oh, I say blokes. Wrong thing. This day and age, how old fashioned am I? You lovely people, come down. Come down. We'll go into Craft Republic in Barry. We'll do our meet-up. And then we'll go into Cardiff. And the world's your oyster. The world is your oyster in Cardiff. Great stuff. Oh, of course. Yeah, lad. What? It was just a slip of the tongue. Of course, lasses. Of course. Seems a workable downtown and probably lots of nice bars in walking distance. It's all on the flat as well. What I love about Cardiff, there's no hills. It's all flat. Grew up in Newport, Cardiff, no brainer to go to on a night out. Leah Miles. Leah, do you remember Astoria? Do you remember the nightclub Astoria? Or am I being really old now? I loved Astoria. Paul. Blimey, yeah. We're doing well. 227 people, 228, 329 likes. Cardiff's great for a beer, especially when a Six Nations game is on, says Robert Chorley. Oh, it's brilliant. I miss it. I actually miss. I'm going to get everything sorted here and then hopefully everything's open. So, improve the house, into town, on the train. I'm looking forward to it, I really am. Not that I can remember. Yeah, Astoria, well, you'd have to put in Google Astoria Cardiff. Astoria nightclub Cardiff. Bloody massive place. Bloody massive nightclub on Queen Street. Big shout out to Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee. Hello. Right, I gotta go and get a beer. I'm run out. Another one done, guys. Another one done. The Valacha, the Marzen from the blade, all done, all finished. So I got halfway and then tried to top it up with the Grand Cru on the crups, and it just foamed everywhere. It was like, and this is what I'm left with. So I think we're gonna try and smash that Grand Cru. If we can smash that Grand Cru, then I've got room. Then I've got 4 beer machines free to do my Friday challenge. The brew fit. Whenever I want to talk properly, I get start burping. Official beer count. 4 beers, 1 wee. Evolution. I remember Evolution. Daniel Bell, yeah. I went there a few times. Simon, do I go to the City Arms in Cardiff? Jake, yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, Simon, I've just had the worst beer experience of my life. Opened a can of the Aldi's 1014 India Pale Lager, and immediately the stench was horrendous. Went straight down the sink. Thought 1014 India Pale. I'm not a. I mean, some of the Aldi beers are shocking. If they think they're producing craft beer, then they're miles off. Miles off. And I think it's a point where it's sabotage. Absolute sabotage, where these breweries think that they can call something craft beer, stick it in Aldi, and try and ruin the name, try and ruin the craft beer scene by producing this terrible muck that they're selling for £1.50 a can. Dan Jordan, $10 super chat. I haven't even mentioned Fermentary Form, who blend beer in the Cantillon style. Some fantastic stuff here in Philadelphia. Dan Jordan, sounds good. Dan Jordan, that sounds good. Thanks for the $10 super chat, really appreciate it. That's potentially more in Vindaloo than having another Mount Helix. Yes, get on there. Oh, the chapter, Jake Robertson, the Chapter Art Centre. Chapter Art Centre, yeah, get some different bottles of beer in there. Good evening, Simon. Hope you're well. Travis! I just read the comment and then looked at the name. How are we doing, Travis? Off the top of my head, not including GA. But I think I might have missed this conversation, but I'll try and get into it. Ballast Point, Sculpin, Stone IPA, Brewdog Black Eye King Imperial Style, Boxing Cat Contender Pale, Liquid Laundry Cake. I think Craig's having a conversation with other people in the chat, which for me is brilliant. I want everyone to kind of mix and talk and chat and have fun like it's a real pub. That's what we want here at the Stone Crow. Yeah, I'm on site Wednesday and Thursday, off Friday, went back on Saturday for our takeaway can store. Get over there, John. Do some business with Craig at Glen Averick. Do some business together. On Friday, pre-birthday party. I'm going to find some super rare beers. Daniela. Well done, Daniela. Well done. Absolutely no Dominoes, though. Top 5. They're doing their top 5 beers. Top 5 beers of all time. I get it. Simon, have you seen and do you know much about the hops fade fast stamp on craft beer cans? I get the idea, but don't know who's behind it. Mark Drury. Right. Fun fact, no hazy beer on there. Right, Mark Drury. Talking about the hops fade fast. It's true. It is true, Mark Drury. If you can have a super fresh beer without the hop burn, if you go too fresh, but breweries know this and they wait before they can or bottle their beer, or keg or casket. If you go too quick, you'll have something called hop burn, and the hops will actually burn your throat. It's that kind of like intense. So the brewers will know when to bottle, can, cask or keg their beer for it to go out to you super fresh. And when I mean super fresh, I mean like crazy drinkable, amazingly drinkable. But there's a window. There's a small 2 months, I reckon 2 months, 2 month window. If you left, let's say a Verdant or a Cloudwater, if you left that beer 3, 4, 5 months, it's not going to taste anywhere near what you first bought and you've left in the fridge and you maybe forgotten about by accident. You put the tub of butter in front of the can and you've left it for 5 months for whatever reason, you know, and then you go, oh, there's that can of Cloudwater I've been meaning to drink for months. You pull it out. It's not going to taste the same as when you first bought the beer. The hops will fade. They definitely will fade. Where do I get the SpongeBob t-shirt? It's not a SpongeBob. This is a Polish craft brewery called Brava Kingpin, and this is their Lunatic. I think it was an IPA. Anyone had Wainwright on tap? When I went to Lake District, it was in every pub, but only seen it once in London on tap. Yeah, Sam K, Lake District, walking. Wainwright used to do a lot of walking. Beers fit. Different profiles. So in London, your Wainwright beer, walking long distances, walking up the hills, it's not going to make much sense. So you go to different areas of the country, you have different beers that are much more popular than others because they fit like a glove. Hops can fade, but good QC packaging helps a lot. Get nice low dissolved oxygen in a can, an easy 3 months when stored correctly. There we go. I mean this. The brewers are in, and they know what they're talking about. So hops, as long as a beer is packaged correctly and probably stored in a fridge correctly, yeah, your hops won't fade. Glenaffe is massive, but we're growing like mad, so we'll do it, but maybe not soon, if you know. Lords are chatting to Dan Jordan. Mac Drury, the hops fade fast stamp is on the duration can. I know they're very particular about the stuff they brew, so that makes sense. Cheers, Simon. To be honest, I like Duration Brewing Company's attitude. I like their attitude. They are a brewery that they almost pride themselves on hops, malt, water, yeast. They pride themselves on it. Hops, malt, water, yeast. They use them 4 core ingredients. And they might use 20 different hops, you know, or 6 different malts, but their core beers are hops, malt, yeast, and water. I kind of like that. I remember Tiny Rebel in the early days. They were producing some stonking IPAs, double IPAs, barrel-aged imperial stouts, making some terrific beer. And then somewhere along the line, as they grew, they started to produce adjuncty type beers. And of course, you sell to your market, you sell to the people who are buying your beer. Perhaps the adjuncty type beers were selling a lot more than the pure malt, hops, water, yeast beers, you know, that we all know and love. I think that's growing pains. It's growing pains, but at the very moment where they are at the moment, I like Duration's attitude, where they consider themselves to be a pure brewery, where they will only use them 4 ingredients. Whether they suffer that same growing pains thing going forward, because everybody at the moment is talking about Duration. They're a big brewery in terms of not large scale. They're not like big volume brewers, but they're a name that if you're into the craft beer scene, you will have heard of Duration. Being as experienced as I am in the beer industry, all of these brewers, when they start off, they always have grand ideas. They always have grand ideas of being the best and doing things right and blah, 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 blah. And then, from my experience, somewhere along the line, things go wrong. You can look at Magic Rock, Tiny Rebel, just to name 2. And Beavertown. I remember 4 years ago, only 4 years ago, right? Beavertown were producing everybody in the UK wanted a Beavertown beer. Heineken got them. Forget it. Nobody was interested. And it's a fine line. It's a fine line between doing what's right, doing what's best, and then falling to your knees and having money poured all over your head. It's life. Do I stay here, enjoy that people love my beer, but struggle on? Or do I get a big bin of money poured all over my head and then I get to go and sit on a beach in the Caribbean for the rest of my life? It's a funny thing. Money is a funny thing. What I would like to see from Duration, everybody's banging on about Duration at the moment, and Overtone's another brewery, is that yes, they have this very kind of like big message at the moment of 4 ingredients, let's brew great beer, but can they hold on to it? Can they resist? Can they resist the big money? Can they resist the adjuncts? Putting all these adjuncts in your beer. Right, I missed some super chats. Dan Jordan, Marjorie, they seem to be very workhorse brewing like. Thanks, Dan Jordan, for the super chat. We also had another one from Joe Biden's Dentures. Let's get a new member. Please join us. Green Army, Joe Biden's Dentures. Thank you very much, Joe. Thanks for the $2 Super chat. And to be honest, I mean, we have got some brewers in tonight. We have got some brewers. We've got John and Craig watching tonight, and I'd love to know your opinions on this whole subject of growth and the ability to still brew great beer whilst becoming a big brand. Is it possible? Is it possible for you guys to kind of hold on to that kind of, because it's growing pains, isn't it? It's just growing pains. It's I think you know what I'm trying to say. Whether you can kind of grapple at the growth pains and still hold on to that quality. That's what I'm trying to say. Still hold on to that quality. Right, we got a new member. Adrian Askew, we got a new member. Welcome to the Lifeboat, keeping us afloat. Thank you very much, Adrian Askew, for the new membership. That's a £2 a month membership. Thank you very much, Adrian. Really appreciate it. Craig, here we go. I've been looking forward to this comment. The reality for growing breweries. Adjunct weird beers equals quick cash flow. The appeal is hard to ignore long term when growing. Craig, exactly that. Exactly that. But follow-on question to Craig is, do you think that damages your reputation as a brewery? And this is to Craig and John who are watching tonight. Do you think that has the ability to damage your reputation, where you can see that, you can see the adjuncts, you can see that mango puree, you can see that mango ice cream puree or the chocolate, you know, and you want to bang that in your beer and make it. Will it damage your reputation? Will it damage your reputation in the long term? It's natural progression, Simon, and it's how the big guys dominate markets. They find a great small producer, offer unrefusable deals to them. It's totally natural, I guess. Mark Drury. Yeah. Travis. Hello, Travis, mate. Fingers crossed Deeds Brewing can restrain from the money temptation. They have just opened a tap room. Travis, that would be amazing. I'd love to come to Deeds tap room one day. We'll be on full gas. We'll be on the full gas. Tom Stock says it's just good to have beers in different pricing categories. I imagine so you can appeal to different markets, but I might just be talking not very familiar with beer industry. Here we are, John. Another brewer's answer. John from Lords is saying it's possible, Simon. You just need someone to fund you that has the same vision as you and has the deep pockets. We are growing at 60% pre-lockdown. You have to make beer that can sell. Yeah. Make quality beer that can sell. That's the thing. Make that quality beer. See, you can probably kind of tell by now. I get Craig's comment in a moment, but you can tell there's a trend, and I don't like it. There's a trend at the moment in the brewing industry to put lactose in these kind of New England IPAs, and I'm not a fan. I'm really kind of dead against it. I'm really dead against like lactose in these pale ales and IPAs and New England IPAs. I just think it's too slick. It's too slippery. It's too. You couldn't. I couldn't. That's the word. I couldn't drink three pints of adjuncty lactosey IPA. I just couldn't do it. But give me hops, malt, water and yeast. done correctly, and I'm still getting all that pineapple and mango and grapefruit, I'll drink pint after pint after pint of it. Right, let's get to the comment then. If you execute well, it only elevates you further in the market. If you can do both, it's when you do. Sorry, Craig, I've had a beer. It's when you do so many of them and they're all. Then it goes downhill. So if you do them quickly, then yeah, kind of like, I think I've read that correctly. It goes downhill. When you're making money, then you can do the purest beers, but unfortunately purest beers doesn't pay the bills. Yeah, that's the margin, I suppose, John. That's the margin of, it's producing everybody. I'd love to just drink water, malt, hops and yeast all of the time, but you're right, you are right. The margins are so tight when you, and it goes back down to my beer salesman days. It goes back down to my beer salesman days that you turn up at a pub and they only want to give you X amount for your keg or cask. And that's the battle. It's those fine lines of will the pub pay for it, whilst can I produce a great beer that everybody wants to talk about? And that's the golden ticket. If you can get that golden ticket, you're on to a winner. I'm going to catch some of these rather long comments now, otherwise I'm going to get into trouble by you, my lovely following here. Simon, have you tried the new oven baked hula hoops in Iceland? Yeah, barbecue beef and ready salted flavours. Matt, are they there now? I should have gone. Oven baked hula hoops. There's me talking about quality beer, and then the next day I'm running up Iceland for oven baked hula hoops. Who am I to talk? Quality beer, crap food. How small are present day Easter eggs? Eating one right now. It's not really the egg that I have a problem with, but the accompanied chocolate. Smallest bag of mini eggs I've ever seen. Big Kev, yeah. I had a very interesting chat with a brewer who worked for a smaller brewery in Norfolk, which was nearly put out of business by Aldi and Lidl. 10-4. Savage world. Savage world. Oh, out there when these guys come knocking. Yeah, Matt Drury, I mean, yeah, it's looking at the fine detail, I suppose, of the contract and seeing what you're actually getting for your beer and whether it's worth it. If it's not worth it for you brewers, walk away. That's in this situation, that's the easiest thing to say. Yeah, just walk away from all that money. But if you're not making any money, but you're damaging your reputation, it's such a tough thing to do. Tough thing to do. I haven't seen any, sorry. Tony Green works for Iceland. I'll be there tomorrow, Tony Green. I'll be after the hula hoops, beef, potato rings. They'll be in the oven now. Tony Green. Tony Green's on one, everyone. Joe Biden's dentist is saying, so cool that you can interact with brewers. Loads of you. I love this. loads of you are chatting amongst one another. I'm just reading you guys having a chat amongst one another. And I like that. I really like that. Tired hands vet the bar. Tired hands vet the bar that they're selling their beer to. What? If only it that's a dream. That's a dream. I was an ex-beer salesman, and if I said to my customer, I'm gonna vet your bar, they stick their boot where the sun don't shine. But a minute, no way, no way. How is that even possible? How is that even possible when a brewery can vet a bar before they sell them beer? That is just nuts. That is nuts. Never heard anything like it. We literally did it. Right. Craig, we did a 5, I'm gonna get it. Right. We did a 5 fruited sour beer. So Craig commented saying about, we're talking about adjuncts in beer. Right. This sour beer that we brewed, the Goza, it's very normal, it's very common to use blackcurrant, raspberry, cherry, raspberry. It's very common to use real, we added real fruits to the beer. Very common thing to do. I need to make things clear with everyone. I'm talking about adjunct IPAs. I'm very sorry if I've not made myself clear. I need to make myself clear right now. I'm talking about adjunct IPAs where you choose to drop the hops away. Of course, they're expensive. Hops are expensive, and you replace the hops with a mango puree or a mango or a pineapple puree or something like that. This is fine. This is fine because it's German stroke Belgium style of beer. German style of beer, but they brew Gozas in Belgium as well as Germany. And as we all know, Germans and the Belgians, yeah, this can happen. This can happen because it's done properly. It's done with quality. It's done with quality. Like ice cream IPA. The worst thing, let's make a proper example of it then. Let's pick a beer. Did anyone try, all I want is a yes or a no in the comments box. Did anyone try that Omnipolo ice cream pale ale from Tesco? Did anyone go and pay £5 for the ice cream pale ale in Tesco? Simon Wood says no. MDG says rubbish. Yeah, I did. So Tony Green, Jim Pov. No. Right. If anyone did, what did you think? What did you think of that beer? What did you think of that beer? Did you enjoy that beer? Sam K says no. So for £5, for me, and I'm not going to hold back because I've been quite honest on this subject. For £5, I tried it loads. Jim Pop said it wasn't great. For me, it was a £5 alcohol pop. That's all it was, a £5 alcohol pop. Well done, Tony Green, yeah. It sounds like not many of you tried it, but it wasn't, for me, it wasn't a great beer. definitely wasn't worth £5. Rather had a pickaxe than go through that again. Says MDG. Mark Drury, yes it did. It was weird but far from a beer. Not worth anywhere near a £5 considering how good some of the £3 Northern Monk beers are. So, if I'm to name a brewery in this whole situation we're talking about tonight with adjuncts in IPAs or pale ales, then that beer was dreadful. It was, yeah, Paul, there we are. Another beer reviewer could confirm it. Paul's beer review says, yeah, I had it, garbage. It was terrible. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible beer. Of course, creeks, Belgian creeks, with all the different fruits. Yes, it suits. I'm not trying to paint the whole beer world with don't use adjuncts. That's what I'm not trying to do here. Perhaps I should have just mentioned Omnipolo from the beginning. But they went too far. They went way too far trying to sell that beer as a £5 beer in Tesco. Yeah. Sort that one out. We've done adjunct beers that sold extremely well. Cream soda pale ale was a massive draw for us. It was a divisive beer, but we still get emails asking to bring it back. Yeah, that's the thing, Craig, isn't it? That's the thing, and that's the thing we were talking about earlier. Do you if you go down that road too far, I suppose, then there's no turning back. If you can balance it, if you can get that balance right between brewing real good pure beers with hops, malt, yeast and water, and then mixing that in with the odd adjuncty beer, then I suppose, and this is the point, tastes are objective. What I think and what I taste doesn't matter to the next man. I'm only here as a guide. I'm literally, we used to be called Real Ale Guide. Literally, we're only here as a guide. It's my opinion. My opinion may not matter. May not matter to the majority of you people out there. I'm only here ranting my opinion. There probably is thousands of people out there that love these adjuncty beers, and it's just me. It's just me, my grumpy old self, going, oh, I don't want any rubbish in my beer. And that might be, it might be an age thing. It might be I've just hit that age thing now, and I'm like, I just want pure beer. I just want pure beer. But to take that away from somebody in their 20s, maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. Maybe I need to be a little bit more lenient in my mind to go, actually, this is acceptable, and this is okay. You know, everything is subjective, isn't it? Everything is subjective. Get two or more emails a week about it. Right, let's go back. We get some wonderful comments. Sorry for my cold. I'm quite close to the phone doing what I'm doing. Darren Kerr, is there any IPAs or New England IPAs with adjuncts that you've enjoyed? Not really. Imperial Stout? Imperial Porter? Yes. IPA? New England IPA? Not really. I use adjuncts if it makes for a fun and interesting beer. I think as breweries, we have to push boundaries, or the beer would be the same. Yeah, I suppose so. Of course, yeah. You're doing something right, Simon, as these breweries seem to love you. Adjunct New England IPA has a ring to it. Get all the adjuncts you can right in there. What? Okay. Oh, right. Big Kev is asking, what is an adjunct? Right. That's a good question. An adjunct. Right. Okay. So for me, Belgian Creek, I'm not going to say it has any adjuncts in it. Belgian Creek, some Belgian sours, gozers. I'm going to say no adjuncts because those style of beers are supposed to have fruit additions to them. And this is my own personal opinion, for a imperial stout or an imperial porter, an adjunct would be that coffee. An adjunct, so anything that's not hops, malt, yeast and water in the brewing industry is considered an adjunct. So coffee addition, chocolate addition, yeah, lambic, Schvet, lambic, yeah. I mean, for me, it's fine. You can put cherries and creeks, creek lambic, cherry lambics. You can put cherry and all sorts of different fruits. It's fine, but it's part of that. I think that's part of that brewing process. But for me, chocolates and coffees in stouts, they're adjuncts. In pale ales and IPAs, it's mango purees, it's mango ice cream concentrates, it's pineapple ice cream concentrates. It's so far away. And this is my own personal opinion, it's so far away from actually using a really good hop and having that excellent flavour with the pineapple and the grapefruit and the, you know, as a Cascade hop would do, or a Summit, or a Chinook, or a Centennial, or a Simcoe hop would do that naturally, because they're very expensive. Some brewers are choosing to use concentrates. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. I mean, technically speaking, wheat, rye, and adjuncts. Right, yeah, you're right, Craig. They're adjunct malts outside of malted barley. Yes, it gets, yeah, this is where it gets very technical, very, very, very technical, and probably just slightly kind of where I don't know enough about brewing. I've never been one to shy away from saying, you know, I'm not an expert. I am by far an expert. Right, let's get some more of these comments. I think we had one from Travis earlier on. I missed a big comment from Travis and I just realised it. I'm going to get it. I'm going to go all the way back for it. I will find it if I can go back that far. Right, hey Simon, the face expressions that you gave with that gummy bear were absolutely hilarious. Great stuff, mate. Daniel Bell, thanks for buying it for Simon. Travis, thank you. I missed that comment. I went right back. Right back. Place for all styles of beer, especially at the moment, while we are still in this situation in the short term, if it helps breweries survive. Oh, well, yeah, I totally agree. If we can all get through this together, then everything will be fine. Adjuncts or not. Adjuncts or not. I had a hazelnut beer in South Korea. My mate ordered a passion fruit beer. Came from the same tap. They would just add moaning syrup. Really? Okay, actually. They were adding syrup to your beer, so one hazelnut and one passion fruit. Well, technically that's an adjunct. That is like the latest possible adjunct you can add to your beer. But technically, yeah, that I've never had that. I've never had that where they're adding flavours as they're pouring the beer. That is interesting. But thanks very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And that's the Lord Tommy B. Wow, pouring hazelnut flavour or different flavours in your beer at the end, at the bar. That's wacky. That's gotta be wacky. Yeah, is a Cadbury's cream egg an adjunct? Well, yeah, yeah. Travis, I was coming on, I was looking at my emails earlier. I had a quick look, but I was coming on live, so I didn't have a big enough chance to have a look, but I'll have a proper look in the morning. Proper look in the morning. I don't even know the time. No. It's 10 to 10. It's 10 to 10. What? You blooming heck. This has flown by. Flown by. We've had a right good chat. You know what? They say the best times of your life are when the time flies. I can't believe it's 10 to 10. I might go on a little bit. I might just go and see one for the road. Yeah, do you know what? I don't feel tired. Compare this to Friday, where I was fast asleep in my stool in the bar, and this is a different night. It's a different night. Beer time. Back in a moment. Right, so the wonderful Jane, we're still going. It's 10 to 10. We got a. This is a Grand Cru. What's that one we did in the Crups? What was that beer we did in the Crups about a couple of weeks ago? Spanish beer. Captain Crusoe or something. Crusoe Campo or something. The Grand Cru. Cruz Campo, that was it. Hot Mark B. We got one. We got one of these. My brother sent me a load of beers from Unbad in Brighton. The salted caramel chocolate donut stout is incredible. 7%. This is the thing. This is the thing. I'd love a salted caramel chocolate. Well, would I? I don't like overly sweet stouts. I don't like overly sweet stouts. You don't mind a custard cream as an adjunct in the pale or something. Saying that, I feel like you said you were never able to try that beer in the end. I never tried it. Hoppy Juice says, never ever tried that beer. Never tried that beer I brewed with Northern Monk. I never tried it in the end, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Never mind. Oh, 150mm water main to lay. Go on, Travis. Get it done. Get it done, Travis. Jane, I heard my name. What's happening? Opening more chips, I said. Yeah, Jane, I'm having... Officially, Jane, the video's coming tomorrow. Officially, the video's coming tomorrow. But look at these. Spicy barbecue from Mexico. They're hot. Takis. Look at these. Look at them. Look at them. Oh. Simon Wood will tell you. Simon Wood will tell you. I love trying food from all over the world. I am a world person. A world person. Why did we vote for what we voted for when you can eat chips like this? Eh? We live in a world. We don't live in a country. I remember the first time we tried those. Yeah, we live in a world. We don't live in a country. Let's open our eyes to the world. Try new things from the world. I don't want to eat cheese on toast for the rest of my life. I want to eat stuff from the world. These are getting so hot. These are hot. Yeah, I won't get political. I won't get political, but I don't think I am getting political, actually. I just want to try different things from the world. I live in the world. Do you know what I love about being on an aeroplane? You can look down and you can see land and sea and you're like, what's down there? I'm always intrigued. I'm always intrigued. What's down there? What's over there? What's over there? I'm always intrigued by the world. I tried that custom, sorry, but I cut my gas right off the top there of my glass. Dan Jordan, $5 super chat. Not sure if they ship overseas, but Pepper Palace makes some awesome hot sauces. Dan Jordan, thank you very much, Dan Jordan. Yeah. One of the greatest things in the world, John. Just to open your eyes and go, what's down there? What is down there? What are they doing down there that we're not doing over here? And that's just intrigue. That's just... do you know I've flown into Amsterdam I've flown into Amsterdam about 10 times, but I've never been to Amsterdam. I've only ever been to the airport. I've only ever been to Schiphol. Schiphol's a off you go somewhere else airport. It's weird. Schiphol's like a stepping stone airport. You go to Schiphol to go somewhere else. I want to go to Amsterdam. I want to go and see the sights in Amsterdam. Apparently, the sights in Amsterdam are fantastic. I want to go there. Jim Pov. Goes to Amsterdam, it's banging. All of you people watching, just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's great. Simon Wood worked in Amsterdam for a year. Cracking city. I mean, I've been to the airport many a time. I've got to go. I want to go. If I go to Cardiff Airport, I can be in Amsterdam in an hour. In an hour. Craig, the irony of all this adjunct talk is that it reminded me of all the awesome beers we've done in that category. We did a lemon lactose oatmeal pale. It was a bomb. Lemon meringue in a glass. Yeah. I want to say, Craig, I didn't know that you brewed so many adjunct beers, and I wasn't having a nag, or I wasn't having a. I just didn't know. I think it's everyone's opinion in it, I suppose. It's everyone's own. What's the old saying? You can't please everyone. You can't please everyone. I suppose it's been the last year that it's really irritated me. It's been the last year. I've just seen this trend towards lactosey IPAs and lactosey pale ales, and I'm like, I don't want lactose in my pale ale or my IPA. I don't know if it's because I'm 41, nearly 42 years of age in 3 weeks' time, and I'm just getting old. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. You can't, yeah, exactly that, Craig. No, but can't please everyone. Can't please everyone. Philip James says you can please some of the people all of the time. You can please all of the people some of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the time. Philip James, that's a really good way of saying it, yeah. That trend you're talking about is one of the reasons why we stepped back from doing them. It's rare we do a beer with lactose. Yeah. It's a step too far. A lactose IPA, a lactose pale ale. For me, it's a step too far. Jake is saying Nostar, which means good night in Welsh. Cheers, Jake. Shane is drinking a Franciscana Hefeweiss beer. Good stuff. We've done this 10 o'clock. We've done 10 o'clock. It's mad. Doesn't feel like 10 o'clock tonight. Isn't it mad? From 1 week to the next. 1 week we're falling asleep. The next week we're wide awake. What's that all about? Or am I overcompensating? Am I just overcompensating? John from Lords is saying, damn it. So you're saying that cow we bought for the brewery was a waste of money? Oh, boy. I'll get to Big Kev's in a moment, but Craig saying lacto gives a creamy, sweet note that you can't really replicate with any kind of malt. I find it really slick. I find it oily and slick, and my brain just goes, ugh. You know, like I've said in many reviews, that my brain struggles with vanilla and cinnamon. Put vanilla and cinnamon in a beer and I will probably not get it. I'll go, ooh, this beer's nice, but I won't get the vanilla or the cinnamon until I read the back of the label. And most of you guys know this. I'm not a genius. I don't pretend to be a genius. But at the same time, where my brain goes, I can't taste cinnamon or I can't taste vanilla, the other side of my brain goes, push, that's lactose. It's weird. It's a weird thing. And I just don't like it. I just don't like it. And it's just a part of my DNA. It's just a part of my makeup. It's just a part of who I am. You might go, I love this creamy, smooth beer. Just me. It's just me. I can't taste vanilla or cinnamon until I'm told on the back of the label, and I go, yeah, that's what that flavour was. I wonder, I feel like lactose is in very low pale ale beers, which seems rare, is expensive. Could work, give body, but once it's above 5%, I don't think that it's necessary. Oats are better. Hoppy juice haze. We did a white coffee pale ale that was mega with lactose. Also, Roy Cranberry Pale has lactose. Winter Hill Spice Pale has lactose. I mean, yeah, if they sell for you guys, it's just my thing. It's just my thing, I suppose. I got some great new goodies that I'm going to order from America again. Simon, the viewers will love him. Daniel Bale, boom, Daniel Bale. Thank you very much. Simply has to be a balancing beer. Adjuncts can be okay as long as the taste is balanced. Yeah. Jim Pov saying 1 minute it's blue sky and sunny, and the next minute we get snow. What's that all about? Joe Biden's dentures, $2 super chat. Is your birthday party stream on Friday the 30th of April? Are we talking about a second birthday party stream? Joe Biden's dentures. Wow. Are we going round again? Are we going round again, Joe Biden, for a second year of the Stone Crow birthday party? That's mad. That is mad to think that we're doing 2 birthday parties at the Stone Crow virtual pub. Wow. Simon Wood, I missed the super chat. I got Joe Biden's super chat. Got Joe Biden's super chat. Ah! I missed it. I'm really sorry, Simon Wood, but I seem to have missed that. I got Joe Biden's is the birthday party stream at Friday the 30th of April, but I didn't get another super chat. My apologies if I've missed a super chat to anyone who might have super chatted me. Oh, these are hot. Oh, woo! These are hot. Look at these. Woo, woo, woo! I like them. I like a bit of heat. I'm getting tacky. I'm getting like sorry guys. Sorry if you're getting hungry. They're hot. They're making my top lip sweat. Do you know when you eat hot food and your top lip? For me, it's either your forehead or your top lip is the first to go. It's like, starts perspiring. They're making my top lip perspire. These are hot. These are hot. If I eat any more, I won't sleep tonight. I'll be awake. I'll be lying in bed all night like, ugh, looking at the ceiling, spinning around. Scar, do I ever eat fruit and veg? Yeah. Yeah. Look. I drink this all the time. Double concentrated fruits. Yeah. On it. That's enough for me. That's enough boring stuff for me. Snacks for me tonight, Simon. Cumberland sausage, Scotch eggs. Picks up. Oh, Mrs. Real Ale Guys Twitter. Alan Ray. Alan, I'll get her to read her tweets. Mel, have you got Alan Ray's Twitter? He sent you pictures of his dinner. His Twitter, yeah. She's going to shout down the stairs now. We got no walls anymore. Better not say anymore. I didn't apply for planning. I'm not going to say. What's that, Mel? Mel saying your dinner, Alan Ray, looks really good. His dinner, his tweets. Oh, Chris, were hot. Well, I love to hear that German beer is well recognised around the world. That's the most wonderful thing about the job as a brewer. Make people happy all around the world. Benedict! I'd like to say Benedict. I'm a massive fan of German beer. Massive fan of German beer. There's people on two sides of the fence with the Reinheitsgebot, the German purity law, and I'm kind of like on the Reinheitsgebot side because, pardon me, You can find amazing German beer. Amazing German beer. Pardon me. Blame them crisps. Don't blame me. Blame them crisps, not me. You can get some amazing beers that are just brewed with hops, malt, yeast and water. And in Germany, the Reinheitsgebot insists it's a law that you just brew with malt, hops, yeast and water. Some of you might call it restrictive. It might be restrictive brewing. But there must have been something. There must have been something. There's only ever a law put in place if something went wrong. If a brewer was brewing with crazy mushrooms in Germany back in the 16th century and people died. It's just a kind of a wacky thought in my head that a government will only put in a law if crazy crap happens. And this is the point. I think something bonkers happened for the Reinheitsgebot to be put in place in the first place. A government just don't go, I don't like that chocolate in my beer, so we're gonna ban it. Love yobs, me. Germany uses concentrated malt now. Really? Alan Ray, Trista going down, well. Going down, Simon, then back up, yeah. George Colburn. George really wants my attention and my a swear word. I don't know. Richie McKay says, your stomach must be knackered. Just keep smashing it, innit? Just keep smashing it. Simon Wood, true story. A colleague of mine from the Netherlands went to Germany and ordered a dry sherry and got 3. I'm not sure if that's a joke or if that's serious. A dry sherry and got 3. Stephen Crawford watched my Radio Wales interview from 9 years ago. Was a good crack. Was it 9? Was that 9 years ago? Where did 9 years go? Where did 9 years go? Concentrates. I prefer the real thing. If I'm honest, if I'm perfectly honest. Meat, lager, Finchy lager, Gareth lager, sometimes cider. So different drinks for different needs. I've always said that I would like to try an oatmeal milk stout with some habanero pepper in it. Dan Jordan. That could work. Dan Jordan. Sorry, Simon, just wanted a shout out. Maybe a show I watch regularly. George! Shout out to George. There we go. Dry tea. Dry sherry. Simon Exotic birthday party, Friday the 30th of April. Are we there again? Joe Biden's dentures. Oh my goodness me. Are we there again with the whole... That was a year ago? The whole Simon Exotic thing? That was a year ago? What? Really? Oh my God. 10:15. Dry German for 3. Right. I got it, Simon Wood. I got it. We are there. We are a year. A year. That doesn't seem like a year. I was ordering that wig. Ordering that fancy dress a year ago. What? What? Did you try the Green King Black IPA when you were there in Bury St Edmunds? Neil, I didn't. I'm in shock that one of our greatest nights ever at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, where we did the fancy dress, that is only 3 weeks away from being a year ago. Oh my goodness me, that was like, I remember waking up the next day going, whoa, that was rough. That was a rough night. Oh, I feel rough this morning. That's what I should say. Oh, I feel rough this morning. Um, 400 likes. Oh, we can't leave, says Joe Biden's dentures. Right. Can we do 400 likes? 400 likes on a Tuesday night at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. 14 likes to go. Simon has forgotten that Tuesdays finish at 10 p.m. I can't believe it's 10:15. It seems like 9 o'clock. I've had such a good time with you guys tonight. I really have. I really have. Very rare do I go over. Very rare do I go over. But I've had such a good time with you guys tonight that it feels like 9 o'clock. It doesn't even feel like 16 minutes past 10. If we don't do 400 likes, Craig's going to cancel the collab. Come on. We got 6 likes to go. 3 likes. 3 likes to go for 400 likes. Hit the like button down below. 400 likes for 3 more likes. 200 people. 402 likes. Boom! Craig, the collab. The collab is happening with Glen Affric Brewery. So a week Friday, we're going to be going live throughout the day. From about 12 o'clock midday, we're going to start our live session. We're going to have we're going to call them moments. We're going to have little moments where we go live. Words, boiling, mashing, adding the malt, all of the kind of the special things of the brewing process. We're going to go live. And then 7 o'clock, we're going to do our usual Friday night live at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. So all day on Friday, a week Friday, we're going to be doing little kind of snippets of the brewing process live at Glen Affric. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And because it's Friday afternoon, you're all going to be in a good mood. And you're all going to be wanting to have a beer and have some fun. And it's nothing's off the table. Nothing's off the table. If I start the live feed and you guys are like, loads of you tuned in, and you're like, stay, then we'll stay. We'll stay. Nothing's off the cards. Nothing's off the table. We're just going to see what happens. It could be snippets. It could be the whole thing. It depends on you guys. It depends whether you want it and whether you stay on and you watch this whole brew live thing a week Friday, Spitfire Callum. We're gonna go normally live. We're gonna go normally live this Friday as per normal, but a week Friday we're doing a collaboration with Glen Affric Brewery. It's gonna be so much fun. And on that note, I'm gonna say goodbye. I am going to say goodbye. I am needing to go to bed because out there in the morning needs my attention. Friday the 16th of April. Friday the 16th of April, week Friday, 12 p.m. onwards. We're going to have a cracking laugh. We are going to have a cracking laugh. But I got to go. I got to go to bed. Because out there needs my attention in the morning. I got all sorts of building work to do. I'm just looking out there now like, what a mess. What a mess! Right, love you all. I do. I promise you, I do. I love you all. I love you all. I'll see you on Friday, 7 p.m. at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. See you there. Stone the Crows!